The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City. Our sight tonight. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. And tonight we'll see the Houston Rockets as they go up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. On the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, James Harden is both famous and infamous with his skill at getting to the foul line. Some don't like it, but Harden says free throws are a part of basketball. Either you're going to foul me or I'm going to score. Putting the pressure on the defense like that is tough. That's what makes a good player. Evan, no lies told there.
Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. And look now at a few years' worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Harden.
And the trend that he's going through with his assist numbers dropping over the past few years isn't a good one. I don't want to say he's become a more selfish player because that's too harsh, but he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot rather than creating for his teammates. He may want to rethink that.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's House in at the small forward position. And for Chicago, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the 1. Clark, toward the end of the season, some players hit a wall, others come alive. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that energizes them. What can a guy do to keep improving till the season's end?
Well, I think it starts first with mindset, Kevin. Staying ready, which means you have to be diligent about staying in shape, getting your extra work in if you're not getting the reps in games. Stay even-keeled emotionally. You can't get too high or too low. Keep that professional perspective. I'm a pro. I'm doing what I've always dreamed of doing. I'm getting paid well to do it, and I'm going to focus on getting better each day.
Excellent perspective. A nice shot by Carter. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers. Drops in the tray.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here is Carter. 17 points for him last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Here's Westbrook after the made shot from Wendell Carter. Shoots over White, and Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got his second bucket tonight.
And, you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
And the rejection by Harden. Levine inside the three-point line. Open jump shot off the mark.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down. Only one miss in the first 5 attempts. Clearly feeling it.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And bringing the fight there. Levine, fearless. Creating contact for the potential +1.
Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
He was the 13th pick in the 2014 NBA draft, and Levine's developed into a really high-quality player at the NBA level, and I think he's just scratching the surface.
Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
Now here is Carter. 6 points for him. Outside, Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Trains the three-pointer. Levine's got 6 points.
Nice little screen and roll action here. Levine surveys the defense and then makes the right read, which is so important.
Westbrook passes to House. Tucker dishes to House. Fires from 18. Again, the Rockets score.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Levine, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. That's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. Taking a look at Chicago, their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happens.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
Yeah, and it's too bad, really unfortunate, because I did think the potential was there. But at this stage, I think we've seen their best, and it's not going to be good enough this season.
And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Bulls trail by 3, and the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Let's take a look at the teams that have done a great job of converting turnovers into points since the All-Star break. Number 1, the Bulls. 5th best, the Rockets.
And since mid-season, I think these two teams have really picked up their respective defenses, forcing turnovers and creating a lot of points as a result. Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Tipped away. Young with the steal. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Young's running. It's blocked. Rivers in the corner. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Thaddeus Young. You know, at this point in his career, Austin Rivers has proven how deadly he can be as a weapon, Clark, off the bench.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I like the energy that Rivers comes in with. I mean, he pushes the tempo and looks for a shot as well. And I think he can play either guard spot effectively.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
And he sinks the second. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level 6th man for the rest of his career. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to McLemore. Here's Green. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Young's shot is off. The Rockets have gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. Wasted no time on that one.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Dunn shot's good.
And Dunn is spectacular on the drive, seeking contact and getting it. Even more impressive that he makes these shots, too.
Clement. Dunn covering. With 1 on the clock, and he hits the buzzer beater!
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. The Rockets on top, up 5. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 5-point game. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for Chicago right now, we've got Chris Dunn, Valentine out there with Young. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Cornette in at the 5 down low. The free throw drops in for Dunn. And Coach Jim Boylen agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylen, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Well, I think Young actually relishes and welcomes contact when he goes at the rim like that.
Rivers kicks to McLemore. There's the pass to Clemens. Rejected by Young. They get it back. Pass to Clemens. 4 on the shot clock. Here's the 3.
Thaddeus Young using that expansive wingspan to put that shot in reverse.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now here's McLemore. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Poked away, stolen by Satoransky. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Name some traits that make for a great team leader. You've been in that role. What did you like and embrace, and what have you seen from others?
Well, I think it starts with humility, a real sense of who you are and what your role is on the team as a leader, and then a really good example setter. I think those qualities are essential. Humility speaks to selflessness, but also being one that holds yourself accountable too.
With an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Lauri Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. Zach LaVine's checked in for Satoransky. And it's White in for Chris Dunn. Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and free throws were a big part of the game.
And here's LaVine after the three-pointer from Robert Covington.
Yeah, extremely crafty, smart, clever. LaVine with the ball on the string, creating all the separation he needs to do work.
And Westbrook, here we go. 2 points, that one goes. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's foul number 2 for him. Bulls making a switch here. Harrison's checked in. Carter right side. And it's White, top of the key. There's the dish to LaVine. Just 5 to shoot. And Covington sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here's White. Drains the three, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. They get Russell Westbrook. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
And that one falls for White.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
A nice shot by Tucker.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
You know, how can you not get excited about the way P.J. Tucker plays defense? Takes on all comers. Great intensity. He really is the leader of his team defensively.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Shot clock at 5. And White kicks to Levine. Jacks up a three. And the Bulls, another three. And with Tucker Clark in his defense, he'll pump his team up with his play.
You know, that's a big reason, guys, why he sees so many minutes every game. I mean, his rotations are on time. He's got excellent hands, which allow him to force turnovers. But I think it's his intensity that sets him apart.
Rockets have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for the Bulls.
I tell you what, you just cannot help but be in awe of the offensive dominance James Harden has had over the last few years. I mean, he's done so much for this team and done it with both his scoring and playmaking.
Hutchison, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Shot from free throw range, and that one's good. Westbrook's got the game tied up here for Houston. And when you look at usage rates, Harden is the offense for this team.
Yeah, you look at Harden's numbers over the last few years, and it has been absolutely ridiculous what he's done. I mean, there's no player who's had a better 3-year stretch in the history of the league. 30-plus points per game seasons the last few years, the near triple-double the year before. I mean, he's a marked man for every opponent, and he's still been able to put up these kinds of numbers. Absolutely amazing.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Harrison. Rockets have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Covington passes to Tucker, knocks it loose, and stolen by White. Here's Hutchison, throws down the breakaway jam.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
For 3, Westbrook, and another 3 for Houston.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And here's Harden. He's got 5, and Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Harden. Westbrook's got 9 points in the quarter.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Levine throws it down.
You know, guys, Levine can score in a lot of different ways, and when he starts feeling it, it allows him to go for big nights. I mean, this guy can be very explosive offensively.
Westbrook scanning the floor, and Houston again with the bucket. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Houston. He's up to 26 points in the game now, just keeps pouring in the buckets. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. It was all Russell Westbrook in the first quarter. He ended up with 26 points and 1 assist. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, they were consistent from downtown. The playmakers found open shooters, and the shooters delivered and knocked down shots on a high level. In some ways, it came down to confidence. We'll see if they have that same swagger in the second half.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. This guy should be starting, Ernie.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 spot. Here is Harden after the made shot from Zach LaVine. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And Harden's three-point accuracy is lethal. I mean, he gets his shot off with such ease and quickness.
LaVine dishes to Porter. Got a piece of it. Tucker with the ball. Now defended by LaVine. A nice shot by Tucker.
The dribble drive once one of Tucker's weaknesses. Now he's refined it and added it to his arsenal.
And LaVine, here we go. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Free throw good, LaVine. Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
Here's LaVine following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Back to Markkanen. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Markkanen's got his first 2 points of the night.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Outside Westbrook. Covington kicks to Harden. And a miss there on the triple.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
His first shot coming late, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Fleshing out his game more and more. I really like seeing Porter go to work inside.
Timeout called the Rockets. Well, you look at guys like Otto Porter, Greg. He just brings so much with his consistent outside jumper.
And guys, he's shot threes at a tremendous clip the last few seasons. I mean, really for his whole career. Sometimes can be a bit passive, so you just make sure he's involved and looking for his shot.
Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. Satoransky's checked in for Porter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for White. Back to Rivers. And some nice passing there by Houston. Young with the steal. And he banks in the layup. Levine's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls.
And what a great start to the second half. They've hit everything they've looked at thus far.
Here's Clemens. It's deflected. On the wing, Levine. Carroll covering. Down low, and he jams it with authority.
Boy, a terrific find. Levine plays mostly the 2, but he came into the league as a point guard.
Here's Clemens on the mark with the 15-footer.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
Oh, great ball movement there.
He gets trailed by 6. And it's blocked. We've got 1:55 left in the third. Here's Cornett. He has 5. 6 to shoot. Young passes to Dunn. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Well, I tell you, it's awesome. Absolutely awesome to see Dunn work in his effective mid-range jam. So sharp, so accurate, so timely.
We've got 1:18 left here in the third quarter. Passes it to Rivers. Shoots over Satoransky. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut back down to 6. They get the basket from Rivers.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Levine, good.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot block leader. The 4th spot held down by Robert Covington.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Dunn looking over the floor. Here's Cornett. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
Pass to Tucker. Fires the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Tucker's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Young takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. And the Bulls lead by 10. Here's Clemens. Here's Carroll. Oh, that was terrific.
My good. And I'll tell you what, it's easy to forget that Carroll has this in his game. I mean, an impressive athlete.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we take a look back to Mike D'Antoni talking to his team from the huddle.
Come on, guys. Come on now. Let's go. We're going to score easy. Can't let them down. You got to run back every time. Let's go. Come on.
Greg demanding more effort on the defensive end.
And it's been there so far. Coach knows they can score, but they have got to defend better.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. White is out there with Harrison. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then it's Porter. And it's Hutchinson in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Carter, the pass to Hutchison. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Westbrook. White against Westbrook, and the pass to Hutchison. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
For 3, Westbrook, and another 3 for Houston.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Westbrook with the steal, and now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Chicago calls timeout. Markkanen's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jim Boylan was going over with his team. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing. But it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
Here's Westbrook. After the made shot from Wendell Carter. He gets it in there. Westbrook's got 40 points.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Here's White. Here's Markkanen. And there it is for him. And the Bulls lead by 4.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's White. Following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Buries it from 3-point range.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
There's Harrison. Outside, Markkanen. And the Bulls, another 3.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. That's such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Timeout called, the Rockets. For our Jordan player of the game, Zach LaVine.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
LaVine's checked in for Chicago. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Westbrook passes to Harden. Puts up a 3, and there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot. Carter looking around. Out
Outside, White. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. Bullseye! And the Bulls lead by 4.
And hey, when you're a big shot maker in college, that often carries over to this level. Certainly as for White.
Now here's Westbrook. Porter pulls it in. In the corner, it's Levine. To the inside. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And the Rockets with possession here. Westbrook with it. Kicks it to Covington. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. And Harden comes to help. Over in the corner, White. To the paint. And Levine throws it down.
Well, it's no secret that Levine has outstanding athleticism and explosiveness. He can throw it down with ease and with the best of them.
Now here's Westbrook. Got it! And now they trail by just 4.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Now, here is Harden. And White with the block.
And I love seeing White use that athleticism on defense. Great hustle to swat that shot.
That one drops for him. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Chicago with the ball. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.